Trice, real name, no gimmicks.
Bottoms up, Obie Trice is definitely up in the architecture. This is Jacked Up Radio with Brent and Jason. What you know about it?
Well, back from break and joining us now by phone to talk about his forthcoming album, Bottoms Up, due out on April the 3rd, is former Shitty Records artist and affiliate and current head of Black Market Entertainment, Obie Trice. Dude, it's great to talk to you. How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Excited to talk to you. First off, I know you've been working on this album quite a while, a couple of years, I think, and compared to the times table for your previous releases, this one took a while to come to completion. So I guess my first question is, why did it take so long to get a new Obie album? Was it where you just kept coming up with more stuff and kept scrapping what you had, or is there another reason for that?
Yeah, well, the album was always initially going to be called Bottoms Up, even on the Shady's imprint. So, you know, all of this is new music that you're hearing from me now. It's maybe the oldest song on this record is Crazy, featuring MC Breed, who's like a Michigan icon, you know what I'm saying? He passed away probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we had just did this song prior to his death. So that's probably the oldest song, but the initial title, Bottoms Up, was definitely going to be the name of the record for my next project, my next release, my LP. So, you know, the name has always been there, but never the actual product. So, you know, that's probably the confusion of it seemed like a long time working on this record, but it definitely wasn't.
Focusing on the actual theme of the album, of course the title follows in the steps of your previous album titles, but what's underneath the surface, besides Battle Cry, which is a great freaking track? There's not a whole lot to go on as to what we can expect, so what's the direction of the album?
The direction is just mainly just vintage Obie music, you know, just you know, if you was a fan of the albums prior to this one, it's just a new Obie Trice album with new songs, a new body of work. So, you know, basically, you know, I came up with the title a while ago, Bottoms Up, and it just fit the new mode of the situation, meaning that, you know, I'm starting my own label now on the indie level, and so, you know, you want to come from the bottoms up with this situation and grow with the label also. So this would be the first project off the new label. So, you know, we just proud of the release, happy to be out here with some more body of work, and glad to be able to touch the fans again.
Well, now, looking over the track list, it's impossible to ignore the elephant in the room, that being the track Richard with Eminem. And before I ask this, let me just say I'm a total M and Shitty fanatic, but does it ever bother you that some people out there tend to always bring up the Shady deal and, for instance, are all about getting the album for just one track? I mean, do you think the constant link to him is helpful, or does it sort of overshadow the bigger picture?
Well, it's like a catch-22 with that. I mean, you know, of course I will always be tied to Eminem. You know, I'm his first artist that solo artist that he signed to his label. We got a lot of history together, made a lot of music together, and we'll continue to do so. So, you know, it's not he's a very huge hip hop artist. You know, he's everywhere. So, you know, it's just something that I deal with. It's not. I don't feel like the interviews ever overshadow, you know, what I'm trying to do, the message that I try to get out for my company and for my music. But, you know, those questions are definitely there because of the history we have.
Also, of course, aside from mentioning the album, you recently put out the mixtape Watch the Chrome, which from what I've seen has overwhelmingly positive reception. So with that available on the imminent release of Bottoms Up on the horizon, what's next? Do you go back to the lab, or are you considering adding to your roster?
Well, I'm gonna definitely come out with another album, you know, sooner than later. But I'm also looking for talent too for my label. Like, you know, our goal was to put this record out. It's been a long-awaited album, needed to be out. So we're basically just trying to put this record out and try to move forward with the company. It's a baby company. I just launched it in 2010, so it's a lot of mistakes we're probably going to make in the future, and a lot of goals that we have for the company. So just looking forward to that.
One of the things actually just randomly popped into my head was I was wondering, do you ever think there's a possibility of maybe a collaboration between you and the guys from Slaughterhouse or Yellow Wolf?
Yeah, I mean, anything is possible. I know Royce from saying what's up and seeing him out. I don't know the other guys too much. I haven't met Yellow Wolf yet, so maybe something definitely can transpire in the future.
That's cool. And before we let you go, since you're of course also taught with Eminem and Dr. Dre, I gotta ask, what's the deal with Detox, and have you done anything further in connection with it, and is it ever really going to come out?
From the last I heard, it was completed. It may not be, and that was a few months back. So, I'm hoping that it gets out as soon as possible. Dre is a very big company and also a artist, so maybe he just wants to wait and put it out at the right time. And I have no idea, but I'm hoping, just like everybody else, to hear it soon.
Well, we won't keep you any longer, man. I'm sure you got plenty of things to do, and thanks for taking the time to chat with us a minute. And again, everyone, be sure to check out the album Bottoms Up, which hits stores April 3rd. Also, for more on Obie Trice, you can follow him on Twitter at RealObieTrice. More after the break. Hold on.